If there's one bird you don't want to get into a fight with, it's an emu. Even the Australian Army proved no match for these fearsome creatures when they lost a full-blown war against them in 1932. You won't believe what the emus did to defeat an entire army.
Retreat! Retreat!
Looking a little like a Muppet come to life and out for revenge, emus can grow over 1.5 meters tall and weigh up to 45 kilograms. Not only that, but their long supermodel-like legs can run up to 50 kilometers per hour. And we haven't even talked about how hard emus can kick. But, you may be thinking, they're still just birds, right? Can an emu kill you? And how can this feathered fowl stand up against the military and win? We haven't even begun to scratch the surface of why emus are some of the most dangerous birds on Earth. We mentioned that emus have very long, muscular legs, but do you know that their necks are just as dangerous? These birds can extend their necks up to 3 times longer than they originally appeared, and they do it to strike hard at an opponent if they feel threatened. Emus have a uniquely shaped trachea, which allows them to make an ominous, deep rumbling sound. It's so loud that you could hear it from a great distance. They also hiss, just in case their scary T-Rex-like growl wasn't scary enough. They're the second largest bird on the planet, outshadowed only by the ostrich. But what emus lack in size, they make up for in attitude. They're territorial, fiercely protective of their eggs, and they never shy away from a fight. Their legs are some of the most powerful in the animal kingdom, and their claws can gut animals. Luckily, one emu can't kill a human, and human deaths due to emus are rare. You would have to be attacked by several highly aggressive emus to be killed. Maimed, on the other hand, one could probably do some damage. When they're not busy defending their nests, emus are nomadic and wander all over in search of food. They originated in Tasmania, but these days they mostly live in Australia. Of course they do. That brings us to the Great Emu War of 1932. After World War I, the Australian government gave around 90,000 hectares of land in Western Australia to veterans so they could farm. The trouble was, the land was already occupied by tens of thousands of emus that weren't exactly thrilled about their new landlords. The government declared emus were vermin because of the damage they did to crops. They gave the trained military veterans free rein to shoot as many birds as they could.
That's my territory. That's your territory. They're just renting it.
But as hard as they tried, the military vets couldn't even make a dent in the massive emu population, as the birds were so fast and strong. By 1932, they were such a problem that the army was called in to cull the enormous herds. The army started by trying to take out just 50 birds, but when the emus heard the machine guns firing, they scattered in all directions, making it impossible to hit many of them. The emus refused to retreat, and day after day, the army tried unsuccessfully to kill them. One officer estimated that it took around 10 bullets to take out a single emu. Eventually, the army realized that the operation was an enormous failure and just gave up, leaving the emus to run amok among the farmland once again. If you're in the mood for more terrifying bird stories, watch Hitchcock. Check out our video on shoebills. You won't believe your ears. That's right, I said ears. They're one of the largest birds in the world and the victors of war. That's what emus are, and that's what makes them crazy creatures.